At the THA Town Hall meeting in Blackrock last evening, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine addressed a concern raised by the Prime Minister regarding the self-governance bills currently before Parliament. He attempted to clarify some of the accusations made by the Prime Minister, and reporter Arianna Scipio has further details.
Demands listed in a letter sent to Parliament for amendments to the Self-Governance Bill had been discussed prior to Farley Augustine's appointment as Chief Secretary. Augustine stated that the bill had been debated between himself and former Chief Secretary Ho Choi Charles, along with other political leaders of parties. This statement was made in response to the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley's concern about appointing non-elected secretaries to the Assembly. Augustine explained that the Chief Secretary already has the power to do so, similar to the Prime Minister selecting senators to serve in his cabinet even though they were not elected. Augustine also noted that there are several cabinet members who were not voted for.
So the idea of suggesting that the appointment of people as secretaries who did not stand in an election is some foreign and obscene and vulgar concept is disingenuous.
The Chief Secretary highlighted that the two previous executive councils in the Assembly had 3 non-elected secretaries, whereas he only has one, Councillor Tashia Burris. Meanwhile, Augustine explained that the bill proposed a system of having 2 houses in the Assembly, similar to the central government.
The Tobago bill that Mr. London and they sent down proposed 2 houses, one called the People's House and the other a House of Elected Area Representatives. And the reason for that proposal is so that the People's House will serve as a natural check and balance on the House of Elected Members.
He used the town hall meetings as an example of having a system of checks and balances, indicating that it is the responsibility of the residents to keep the THA in check.
I need you to check us and put us in our place ever so often. That is your job. And that's why we're having the town hall meetings, because we need to create a natural check and balance.
Furthermore, Augustine said that an alternative was also proposed to the 2-house system, which is modeled after the US government implementing a separation of powers.
And so what we propose, we say, look, if we're not going to do the 2 houses, because we appreciate that having 2 houses means that you have to pay more salaries, more executive salaries, you will have to have a bigger government, you will spend more money on just the legislature alone.
Augustine also clarified that a separation of powers would require the people of Tobago to vote twice, once for a full-time area representative and another for the membership of the People's House. The Chief Secretary would then appoint his own secretaries, who would be screened by elected representatives, creating a natural check and balance. Arianna Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.